Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 10th of March 1951. So we are slowly approaching the 1960s start date for the base game, and we got through another winter just because if you look up here you'll see that my health is down to 83%. Also my happiness is down to 68%. And that was due to a fairly near disaster down here with this shopping centre here, because this shopping centre supplies the whole of this city here. If I show you here, that one's not too bad. 73%. In fact, it seems to be picking up a little bit better now. What actually happened is, well, if I show you there, you see that there's some trucks now in here actually delivering and just sitting here while they actually unload. And the reason for that is that the distribution office that I built, because it was supplying the orphanages and the prison down here, because of the distance with the snow, the road speed dropped. And what happened is this shopping mall actually ran out of food and meat, but simply because the trucks couldn't get down here. So the only solution I could come up with very quickly, and I'm going to leave it at the moment, is the fact that I put in a dedicated refrigeration truck here, which will sit here until it unloads, because it's actually got a predefined route. It's not working out of a distribution office. So what it's going to do is ensure that this has always got a supply of meat. And I've also got two food trucks coming down here as well, doing exactly the same. And you can see that these trucks, when they get here, they never stay because of the fact the food supply, but it is keeping it high. And luckily that actually managed to get through and keep the population going. But at one point the happiness was down to about 62%, which again was starting to affect productivity. And so it got a bit close. I don't think we substantially lost any population. Let me just go back to about November. If we come to the population, you can see that it's difficult to see, but you see there's a little dip in about late December when the effects started to come in. In fact, what you probably see is the deaths and the escapees. So if you see that little spike there of the fact that the escapees started to build up, and I was very lucky that I actually caught it, because this is the type of thing that can catch you out in winter, which can really destroy your population, and it can be quite devastating actually. Anyway, now I've got another problem in this area here to do with water, but I'll talk about that in a little while. First, as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about. Now, I did get a question about my farm over here. Somebody asked about the fact that am I using old vehicles, and the answer is yes. And the reason for that is that the old vehicles I've actually got in here, I'm actually using CTX 1530s, which aren't particularly that good. I mean, I think they've got a sowing speed of 18, and the same with these people's pre-war combines for harvesting. I think they've got a speed of about 15. It's a bit difficult to tell because of the vehicles are disappearing. You can't go back and look at the old stats. In fact, I think if we come in here, look at now the CTX is gone, but just to show you, I've got this whole range of sowing vehicles, and you see the best one I've got is 18. And what I normally try and find is actually top speed. We got one here which came in 1949. It's got a top speed of 17 kilometers an hour, and it's also the same with the harvesting. The people's one is now. We got this one here, got a top speed of 19 with a harvesting speed of 19. Let me just check the what we call it. What's the harvesting? What's the speed of this? See, this is 16. So I could upgrade some of these combines, because I think this has got a similar top speed of 19. So we might be able to get a little bit more performance out of that. This one's got this CTRX got a top maximum speed of 15 kilometers. Now, this is one of the problems that you have with early starts. Your vehicles move a lot slower. They take a lot more time, and they've also got limited carry capacities. I can't remember. I haven't checked my trucks here. Yeah, I mean, I've got some pretty good covered holes for moving the crops. The problem is it takes time to come out here. But hopefully when we get to 1959, things should improve a little bit better. Hopefully. Just want to check my health. I'm a little bit worried about the health situation here. Yeah, that health is a little bit low here. I mean, quite often health does drop during the winter, partly because you get a little bit more pollution running across the map here. So that is the thing. Now to the problem I've got down here. And I think that what's actually starting to happen here, if I show you here, this tower's not filling up, and literally the entire water generation from here is, we're producing 35.59 cubic meters of water, and that's being picked out there. And this is actually a small pump, small well, and I just want to check because I'm pretty sure the small well has a theoretical top production of about 70, and the actual water purification plant here is running at 34. So effectively at the moment all the water I'm producing is being consumed immediately. But I've been looking here and you can see that the water quality is still high. And if I show you, if we come into here and if I show you the water pressure, the water pressure is that heating or water? I can never you see the flow is still good, but I'm a little bit worried about whether that is enough. But you can see we've got overpressure here with the supply, so it's not like the supply system itself's not working. I don't think, let me just check here. I don't think that this has got a second output pipe. No. So what I'm considering is putting in a second water pump. We've got plenty of power now. Not water pump, small well. I don't really want to put in here. So this is 85% though. 89%. This is 90% out here. So what I'm thinking is we're going to put you out here. Put you there, and then we're going to need a small pump. I'm actually wondering if I put a big pump in, that might actually, because again, one of the things that always gets me here, I mean, if any of you guys can enlighten me, is the capacity of the pumping station. So what I'm thinking is we're going to put a big pump in here. So put a big pump in about here, and then you need to put a footpath in, run you straight to there. Then we'll go underground, get a large pump pipe, and it's going to create overpressure, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. What I might do, if I get this pump working, we actually got. And I'm also going to do that. So effectively this well was supplied here. And this is a little bit of an experiment in the sense that if this pump's got a bigger capacity, what I'll do then is I'll take out this system and then double up the supply from that side. So that's the idea. And we're going to come up here. Get that built, that built. I don't know if these will. That can get built and that can get built. I don't get that built. Just allocate it all in, and that can just get built on its own here. Just to give you an update with respect to the railway, you can see at the moment the train is. I don't know where you're going. Okay, for some reason the train has decided to go down this bridge. It's going to take a lot of prefabs and bricks to do this, but if we got the bricks to do it, I think I'm just going to leave the train there to its own devices for the moment, because we're going to go up north and do some planning in this part, because I want to start working on my northern town, or the construction camp for the northern town. Up here, things are going along quite well. We've now got a technical office. We've got our first shopping mall, so we're actually building in our infrastructure. And if I come underground, you'll see that we're still working on these sewage pipes. I think this one is kind of just getting through the next phase. But you can see we still need 53 tons of prefabs. We're certainly going through the prefabs. And I think this one is very much as well. So the need to deliver prefabs is still very high. And we got these heating pipes. We got this heating pipe that's being built up. How much do we need here? We got 3. I think I'm going to build the water pump factory pumps first. Up here, I've built a couple of distribution offices, and once we've got this finished, well, this is finished, and I think what we're going to do is just adjust this down a little bit, like that, because maybe 4 tons of electronics, and then eventually what we'll be doing is use one of these distribution offices to actually bring the food in. And what I'm kind of thinking is this comes out to here, and I'm kind of liking the idea. Residences here, this is 229. I'm starting to like the idea of the possibility that we can produce our own food and alcohol up here and actually import the crops. And I'm kind of liking it in this area here as a starter. I mean, that would fit. I could get that as an angle, say for argument's sake, like that. Actually, let me just look at the other storage options. Where's my village storehouse, big warehouse? That's actually a little bit more compact, isn't it? If we put it, we get it that way round. Maybe push it. I don't want the food factory too close to the end. I know I've rebuilt this several times. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to put you in about, say, down about here. It's got a power connection. Actually, no, I'm going to come in a little bit closer because I've just had an idea. And then hopefully behind here, we're going to put a cargo station there. And then here, but need a food factory. Oops, it's a factory. This produces 6 tons of what? Actually, we put the vodka factory in. We can. There's no water. There's no water here, but is there any water? Oh. So put you in about there. Which food factory am I using up here? We're actually using the rural bakery up here, which is keeping the whole shebang going. So if I can get the rural bakery tucked in here as well. Where is it? This needs 30 people. And we can get the rural bakery tucked in there like that. I think I'll just put it there. Actually, if we get it, that's about the best we can do. Got a rural bakery there, and we've got that connected there. So get the crews working on these. Actually, these are a little bit short, so we'll put these guys on that. And the idea is that we'll import the crops from the border and then actually produce food and alcohol here for the pub. In fact, we probably need to put a pub in as well, actually. I don't think I actually put a pub in here. And we want to make everybody happy. What's that there? That's not the... we've got a little pub here. We get it on this corner. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll put a pub just there. Yeah, I mean, we could put... I mean, we've got possibility of a space there. I think what we'll do is what's this here? This is the nursery. Got here. This footpath kind of comes up through here and it's a bit in the way. So if I take you out there and we'll just put the pub in here. If we can get, that's a bit better. Just put a small pub just on the corner like that. And then we can just redo this footpath. Just put those on there. Put you on there to make that connection. So that will give us a degree of cost-effective self-sufficiency. And if we can make enough alcohol and food, we can export it out as gain as well. So that gives us a little bit of self-sufficiency in that area. But we're just going to leave that chugging through, doing its own thing. I just want to come back and check what's going on here. This is being quite happily built. Just let this get built first, speed up a bit. And then I can assign this building. And we can get that built. And then we'll see how that thing goes. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to let the city run while we're going to come up here. And what I want to do here is start to build our, you can see our new town up here. And what I'm thinking is that our main new town is going to be in this area. And what I'm liking is we're going to put a, what we call it, a construction camp in here. So what we're going to need is what we got here. We got these buildings here, got this area here, and what I'd like to do is put the construction camp in here because it's close enough for the drop off for the sewage, which is down here. So I don't think it's been built yet. There is one in here somewhere. Yes, it's just in here. It only needs 3 work days to get finished. That shouldn't take long. So what I want to do is, well, I think we're going to start with the ordinary police and the secret police. That's the secret police. How big's the ordinary police? That's a bit bigger. Right, so that's not that big actually. Just turn that grid on. So let me just space out some residential stuff then. And of course we're going to be using tents, so let's come through all this massive amount of... Now we're not going to use 33 workers. I'm not going to make the mistake. What we're going to do is use a 100 blocks of 100 workers. I don't want that. Press that because I don't want that there. And what we're going to do is, great, leave enough space. That's too high. What I'm looking for is a workforce of initially probably several hundred, but I'd like a potential workforce of possibly 400 or 500 up here. and I think we're now got this road here. We'll run a mud road to the center. Just press F1 again to get the snapping, and hopefully what we will get is the game. What's that? I think that one might be a little bit too high. Police station. Where is it? Oh no, the police station fits in there quite nicely. And then what we'll do is put in the secret police up here. Actually, golden rule, what we call this. Let me just going to slow the game down. I don't like the game running when I'm up here. What we're going to do is we're going to name this. I'll call you North Camp. Get rid of you. So we'll just North Camp. Name you North Camp Police. Now it's quite important when you're using this mod is because it's in Cyrillic alphabet. If you can't read Cyrillic alphabet, what you do need to do is name this stuff as you do it. Otherwise, it's going to make life a little bit difficult for you. Let me call you North Camp Secret Hole. So we'll get you there, and we got. And I think what we'll do now is just put in Rector Residential. Is we're put in. I'll put in put you there, put roll there, and then we'll put a mud road through to there. Okay, that one's not. Okay, we'll just this a little bit to the south. Actually, we'll do it from this side. And we'll just get rid of that. A little bit of put the waypoint in, take the waypoint out, get rid of the grid points. So what that does is it gives us what 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 600 residents around here. Now, what we're going to do in this area is going to be our kind of a general utility area. So we're going to need a kindergarten and a school, isn't it? Actually, no. Yeah, we'll put the school in. So put the school in about there. And we'll have the, I think we'll put the cinema. Okay, remember to rename. North Camp School. Then we'll put the cinema opposite. It makes sense. Not kind of makes sense. Put there. For you, North Camp keynote. So we've got the school, we got the thing. The next thing is we want a kindergarten. That's the kindergarten. kindergarten on this side as well. Try and leave some space here. North camp kinder into the center there, and then we'll put in we need a hospital. Actually got the 3 hospital here, so we can build that. Oh, it's nearly 3 anyway. It just needs a few workers. North camp. Is it actually, what's it? Well, the amount of resources that are needed is very, very low. So we've got that now, and what we need to do now is put in the shops. Because of course there's 2 shops. There's one for food and one for. We put the shop there, but I think I'd rather. I think we'll put this in very tight here. Shop is this one. This is you in there very close. And we'll call you North Camp Food. And then we'll put in you in there. You. Camp close. Oops, can't spell. Now just check the. Obviously we got no. So next thing we're going to need to do is put in the footpaths. What I'm going to do is we're going to put kind of a ring round. Actually, we can just kind of come to. Actually, we're going about there. And then we're you through there. You can go there. Don't think there's any reason for anybody to come this way, not at the moment anyway. So I think we'll just put a path through there to there. You can come there. You can connect up to there. Obviously we need these connected at this point. You can come into there, you can come into there, you can come into that side, you can come out like that, up to there, you can come out to there, right? You need a connection. Right, let's check the walking distances because then we want everything. Yep. So we're kind of connected. How about you? You're a little bit further away. So we've now got all the kind of the main bits and pieces put in. And what we've got to do now is think about sewage disposal. And we're going to need a technical office as well, so I'm going to put a proper technical office in. More technical services. We'll need to put you in about there. Just drop you in on this corner. Let's give you a bit of a decent road as well. We've got the technical services in there. We're going to need some. Actually, cargo station is the one we're looking for. I'm going to need this. Now, this is one way, so I need to put you in maybe there. Get rid of that for the moment. Gravel road. And I'm there, there. The idea is going to be is similar to what I did with the what we call it with the the construction camp I did down south, is where the We'll put some waste trucks in here, which will bring it to there, and then we'll use a single truck to take it down to there. So we've now got that area there. Now, next thing we're going to need is power. I think we'll put the power station in, or in as well, because that's going to be quite important. Actually, right, power plant. We're going to go. This is 13. We're going to get the full 13. Have to be. We have to squish this right up a lot tighter than I thought I would need to do. Actually, we could do it like that. Flip it that way. That would give me a bit more space. I certainly want power to the technical office, and I think I'm going to bring this in a little bit further like that. Just put it there. Of course, we need to put a gravel road into there. That. And on the point of power, I did plan a farm here, but I don't think I put power into here, did I? Let me just see. Power plants. There's a big econ wind turbine here. I think we're getting close enough to be able to justify using the... I'm going to put a 35 megawatt wind turbine here. We're going to need that. So actually, we can put it there so we can keep the junctions to a minimum. We'll angle it slightly against the possibility that I may want to run a substation. So, did that. Yeah, I did cover that area there. And I think I'm going to be very tempted to put a gas station up here as well, but we're not going to put it. We're going to put in a small one, put a farm one in. We can just get you. No, actually, you're there, aren't you? Put a small gas station there. That. The reason for that is that trucks will be coming up to here to pick up crops, so we want a fuel depot there. So we need that done. We got that done. So we got power. What else do we need? We're gonna need a bus stop. So I think because we're gonna need to, because this is going to be a construction camp, so we certainly need a decent bus stop. Let me just see. Bus platform station. 114. I think I've used that one and it didn't work very well. Is it? Actually, I've just had a thought. Now we're going to build our first kind of town here. I think what I'm going to do, well, I might keep this road long term. So I think what we will do is actually build a proper bus station here. Like that. How's the walking distance? It covers everyone except this one in the corner, but they could provide the workers for there. And what we could do is put another residential in here. Just put a residential in there. And just hook you up like that. Get rid of you. I don't. It's part of a. Yeah. vehicle wandering around here somewhere. Oh, well, we'll worry about that later on. So we've now got this here. Now we're going to come into the water supply. What I want to do is put in a water treatment plant. And what we're going to, I don't really want that. I don't want that. Let me just see. I want to use Nova's mod water treatment, which I think is this. It's 132. This is quite compact. So I want it in so that we can, the workers from up here can walk down. So maybe, actually, if we put the water pumps over there, we put it in, say, like that. Put you about there. I think this is going to be a permanent road, so we'll put a permanent gravel road over like that. Going to be a bit of an issue, but that'll be okay. Now, this just confirm. I'll just add a little bit. Yeah, this just uses gravel to actually produce the water, and that means we got this here. Now we've got no natural slopes here, so there's no point. We could put in a water tower. Again, I'm going to use small pumps because I'm how many connections actually we got to. We got 2 inputs, one from here, one from there. So what we'll do is we'll put in. We've got 94% to here, 95%. We need power, so don't want. Well, if I put them here, they will pick up a little bit of pollution from the camp, but eventually the camp will disappear. So if I put a water pump in there, and bring you out on a little bit of extra distance, so that then just trim that back. We got that connection there. We're going to put a big pumping station in here. It's going to be very over the top, but I think it's going to be really worth it long term. Because what we could do is supply even more water. Now, what I'm going to do is curve you around there. It's going to take a little bit extra to build, but it means that I can put another pipe into here. And the idea is that if I need extra capacity, I can hook them up there, and I can hook in a second pipe into there. So that is, and we've now got that there. The one thing I have got missing is a university. Come to think of it. Where's the university? Just put you in there. North Camp University. So that is our kind of construction camp planned. Now obviously it's going to take our road crews up here a little while to build in these roads. So we're just going to leave them alone now and go back down south and see what's going on. And see how well they're doing with the... Whoops, where am I? Haha. Right, we're nearly there with the pumping engine is yeah, this is now pumping more water. Is this? Yeah, this is now. What we got here is we're actually the extra capacity on the pipe now is actually showing that we're pulling more water from here now into this pump, which means that this is now producing 70 cubic meters per. So it shows it was the lack of capacity on the pump that's actually doing it here. And if we come down to here, you can see that we're actually now producing 4750 cubic meters. So it shows that there was a shortfall with the water supply. If we now come, oops, sorry, wrong one. And if we actually show the water flow, yeah, there's a much stronger water flow in there now, and because I put that extra pump in. So this one's doing 23. This one's doing 120. So, and we're just getting a little bit of a surplus there. Once this is now online as well, using water quality 86%. That dropped quite dramatically, didn't it? And what this is going to do now is actually fill up this area here, which is brilliant. That ensures our water supply. Definitely going to need to upgrade our trucks here. This is part of the problem which gave me the food situation in winter, was the fact that these slow moving trucks and that were blocking all the traffic up. Let's just check our construction train. Let me just speed this up, and I want to check. This is going to take. It's going to be a bit painful, right? That's what I was half waiting for. Is that what jobs we got? I think I'd rather him or this train finish off this area here. So what we got now is a mixture of jobs, which will do it. See what he's at. Where is he actually going now on the list? To 77%. Okay, let's just follow him and see. I think he should now be electrifying. Okay, he's gone there. Just kind of watch him go through. Right, now the problem I'm going to have is I don't have that much in the way of electronics being brought in, so see how he goes with this. Quite interesting that he's actually changed the nature of his wagons. He doesn't actually have that much in the way of pavers on board, so we'll just follow him doing this. So he's now moved on. He's probably doing this one. See how much he will do in one pass. Hopefully he could go all the way to there. He's now laid that bit of track. Just curiosity, we'll just see if he will lay this whole section here. And then that's our first little bit of electrified line through here. For some reason, okay, so is he going to finish? There's something actually almost therapeutic about watching rail construction trains. Actually, I don't really need that, do I? Yeah, I actually, when I'm just playing off camera, because I know it's not particularly that interesting, but I actually do quite often just watch a track layer laying the track. There's something about watching the tracks being laid that's, as I say, is therapeutic. It does make you feel good. And you can see the little things, and what that should do is complete this. Yeah, that's all done in one pass, so we're just going to leave him to his own devices. We got enough electronics in there to be going on with. How's the food situation here? It's good. What's the overall happiness? Is back to 73%. Health isn't brilliant. I do wonder whether it's the high view that's got the problem with the what we call it, with the health. Anyway, let's just get over here and see if we've actually finished these sewer pipes. Well, we've actually finished them. And that means we've now got a good connection to here, to here. Hopefully this will all work. We finished the heat exchangers. Now comes what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make the mistake up. This one's active. Okay, we actually building this. Yeah, we're going to build the heating pipes one at a time. What other jobs is this we got here? We certainly want the kindergarten. We don't need the pub. I think this is the hospital. I think we're going to need the hospital. As I say, there is a little bit of a risk at the moment here with fire, but I'm going to chance it. If something burns down, it burns down. I think quite often what happens is that the probability increases when people move in. Although I have had fires on complete remote locations, often power terminals. Oh, the other thing I've also started doing is asphalting this road. We need to get that done. Any other key roads here that may need asphalting? Just looking round. There should be a bus stop in here somewhere. There's a bus platform just there. I think I'd like to asphalt that. Partly what the reason for asphalting is the fact that you need a fairly high level of speed. There's a footpath there. We've now actually built this, haven't we? So it'll be a little bit sneaky. Come there. Put that in. Take that out. And we'll just build that. And then what we'll do is put the footpath back. Actually, I could probably put the footpath back in, going to just do that. Because that road's built, so we can just ignore that now. It's not elegant, but it means that we won't have a junction on this road here. What else have we got here? We've got the groundwater filtration plant. This needs to be built. The pub is low priority. What I'm going to try and do is resist the temptation to overload. I think maybe we'll build that tower. Just start building things in a bit. And just come back here. I just want to check here. One thing I did do, if you watch the previous video, fire. Okay. What's burning here? Brick factory. Fire brigade's on it. So, oh no, it's not the brick factory, it's the fabric, crop fabric. What was I saying? Oh yeah. If you watch the previous video, I got in a bit of a panic over here, and I got a bit too carried away. And you can see here, this just isn't loading quick enough with respect to moving the gravel. So I spent money on here on things that I don't actually need. I think if you look in here, I think what happens is that these all kind of load in parallel. But it does work, and because I've got through all that large amount now, this is built right back up again now. So we're back in business there. Prison is good, and you can see that now I've got good staff in here. We don't actually. Why have I got that? Oh, that's a bit bad. Prison government. Oops, I don't want 55 or 45. What is the average loyalty at the moment? 51%. Let's just check that. Is the average loyalty in it? 40, 54%, 56%, 52% there. It's just, I mean, the loyalty is good. Again, if you've been following the series, you'll be aware it's just that initial hurdle of getting to 40%. Once you can get to 40%, things start to improve pretty dramatically after that. But it's just have a little bit of a health. Yeah, we've still got, I mean, the happiness is rising again. Of course, this is always going to be low because of the low quality of the apartments. We've certainly cracked the food situation. Health is still a little bit sketchy. I do wonder whether maybe these in here, they need a better health clinic. It could be an option, something to do. Let me just check. Yeah, this is the reason why I've decided to manufacture my own food up over there. I think this food production here is about the limit of what I can drive from this area. In fact, it's probably a little bit sketchy, but that's the way it is. The other thing we'll do is just take a look at the economy. Yeah, the economy's getting a little bit marginal now. What's our imports like? Come in here. Whoops, sorry. Imports this month. Crops 13,000. Electro components, of course, we're laying track, which is costing us money. Last month it was electronics. We may need to consider the possible option of putting another little Father Frost workshop in over here, but the problem is going to be steel. I think if I can get this area built and get some iron production coming down here, so we're no longer so that we can actually get the steel capacity going. Let me just check to see how well we're doing with steel. Actually, wow, we're getting quite a lot of steel here actually. I could technically export steel, but I don't really want to. How's the yeah? That's nice and solid as well. We got 1% unemployment. What's this? Workplace. Okay, let me just check. We need to find out where that unemployment is. We got 12 over there. We got 5 here. Country bus stop. Probably not getting enough workers out from there, but that's what we got up here. We've got 25 workers here. I think what we will do is remove this now. We got enough workers up here. We can just let these guys freebase. And yeah. Yeah, we got lots of people here with nothing to do. What other bus routes have we got here? Rated vehicles. What we got here? We got people going for coal. I think we're fully equipped. Got 6 out of 12 there, but that's not a problem. That is full. Our heating plant is a bit sketchy. I'm just wondering if I can find the... We got... actually, it'd be here, wouldn't it? Be delivering directly. All related vehicles. That's the prison bus. That's coming from there. I think what we're going to do... Oh no, that's the wrong one, sorry. Actually, that's wrong. Where is that? That route is wrong. We've now got that there. Save that to there. And I don't know why tourists are going to it there. And that has shortened the distance a little bit. And I think what we will do is, where's my little construction office here? I'm just going to buy a Zeiss, bring it down here, and what we'll do is we'll add that to our coal mine. Not that we really need it, but I just want to make sure that we've got enough workforce in here. And of course, because it's coming here, some of the workforce will go that way. Just increase that a little bit to create a bit of employment, and that will allow us to make some more bricks. How's our little trainee thing here? Right, you've laid track out to here. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this train run, because what I want to do is electrify this, because I don't think this has been upgraded yet. So what we're going to do is just let him do this bit here. and I'll be right back once it's been done. Seems the train's going to go a little bit further than I thought it was going to go. So what I'm going to do is, while that's actually running, I can electrify. Here's just press Shift key, and we're going to do everything south of. Make sure we got that little bit there. Now what's going to happen is this train is going to go all the way back to here, go back up to that little section there, and once he gets up to right, he's kind of in his safe zone now. What we're going to do is going to be very careful that we don't accidentally electrify. Right, so he's now picked up that area there. We've got that bit is to be electrified. I think that covers this entire area now. What the train's going to do now is finish off electrifying this area here, and then what that would mean, then what that should do is make the connections, and when it makes the connections, it'll be a lot more easier to see whether there's any missed sections up here that still need to be done. And that's the reason why I've decided to push it forward at this moment. Anyway, I think just to wind up now, we're going to shoot back north and see how our road crews are going. Whoops, overshot. Where am I? Oh, I didn't get that far. So the road crews are putting in the gravel roads up here, and I think this will be a good point to stop. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will work on setting up the necessary construction camps here to bring in the foreign workers to start building up our area here, and because we're going to need a couple of distribution offices as well in order to bring the food in, and we got a little bit more extra work to do. And of course we're going to need foreign labor to actually build this camp and get it up and running. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.